a moving experience. Every week, host Wallace with my team. We value the experience of our agents at Boston Connect Real Estate so much that not only will you hear my perspective on real estate topics, occasionally you will hear the expert thoughts and opinions of our experienced agents at Boston Connect Real Estate. Be a part of our roundtable. If you have any questions during the show, please call 781-837-4900. We love to talk real estate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you like to listen to podcasts at Talk Real Estate Roundtable. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me and my team to discuss your real estate needs, you can connect with me at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000. Now, sit back, relax, take good notes, and let's talk real estate.
And good morning to our South Shore neighbors. You are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. My name is Melissa Wallace, and I am joined live and in studio here at Boston Connect Real Estate with the one and only Kristen Howlett.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I think we have Tim, too. Tim, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi,
Good morning,
Tim.
ladies.
Hi, Tim.
Happy
Hi.
Valentine's Day.
Thank you. You too.
It's the day of love.
It's the day of love.
Yes.
I actually forgot.
You forgot?
Well, I
You're
knew
literally wearing a sweater with hearts all over it.
Obviously, I knew it was Valentine's Day, but like when I woke, I told you I was up at 5:30 and then I fell back to sleep and I was in such a deep sleep.
Oh.
And Brian's like, "Chris, don't you have to get up?" I'm like, "Oh my God, 6:40."
Oh, gosh, you would have been like Sharon a couple of weeks ago, coming in on two wheels, right, right as we're saying good morning to everybody.
Not out of the ordinary over here. But.
Yeah,
There
that's
she
it.
goes.
Watch
Watch
out, Sharon's,
Here she
Sharon's
comes.
on the
I
way.
think she's on her way to Daytona. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it is Valentine's Day, and thank you for spending the morning with
I'm
me.
a little festive today. My
Yeah.
heart shirt.
You
I
are.
just told you I had another sweater in mind, but it just didn't work out today.
It, you know,
So
sometimes
thank
it
God I
just
had
doesn't
this
work
little
out.
heart. Like, cut the tags off. This is from a couple years ago.
Yeah, I'm wearing my my Maddie sweatshirt. And you know, if you're local to Pembroke, you know exactly what that is. But you know, I did want to dress up, but everybody knows on social media. They know that I'm coming in. I'm fresh out the shower. I have a sweatshirt on. This is my comfy time because later on I have to work, so I had to put on.
I'm meeting cute first-time home buyers.
I know. So you have a meeting right after this.
I have a meeting right after. Have to make my best first impression.
Is this the first time you're meeting them?
Mhm.
Oh,
They were a referral from my trusted attorney.
oh, very
Mhm.
nice.
Yep.
All right. So you have a first-time home buyer.
I
meeting
emailed
here.
them yesterday. We were confirming, and I said they wanted to come in a little later. I said, "You can do whatever. I'll be there at 8 a.m. because you had no idea that you were dealing with a celebrity."
A local celebrity.
A local celebrity.
That's
They
so
probably
funny.
think I'm nuts.
Yeah, probably.
okay.
But that's okay. You know, you got to have a little fun with it because, you know, we talk about a lot of serious things here on the show, but we try to have, you know, fun with it and sort of get our point across of like, okay, not everything's the end of the world or not everything is,
Listen, I'm feeling that right now because I've got real estate's hard lately.
Mhm.
It's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot. And yeah, I'm just the transfer of information.
I
That's
think
it.
at some point last year, I don't know if it was you or somebody else on the show with me, but we sort of just talked about, you know, I guess the question is, what is going on? Like, I think there was a point of time last year where we were like one thing after the other, and we're like, wait a minute, like, what is happening here? And you know, we sort of got through it, but I think that I'm seeing it a little bit more, so everybody sort of knows what my position here is at Boston Connect Real Estate. I manage the office, and I am sort of not involved in everybody's transactions, but when something arises, you know, I am, you know, sort of included in that conversation. And I would say that, you know, every once in a while, I'm like, oh, why is that happening? Or
Yeah.
what's going on with that? Or, you know, if a deal falls apart or, you know, if the other side might be being a little bit difficult, like that happens. But it's all how we resolve it. How do we come to a resolution? But I think that you, based on some of the discussions that we've had in the office, you have been going through a little bit.
It's just been
with your
busy.
clients.
Yeah, it's busy. And I'm I'm not complaining about that. There's just a lot. And then I have kids, and
Yeah.
they're adult children, but how that goes.
They're still your kids.
Yep.
They're
So
still your kids.
it's been a couple weeks.
But like all of our topics we come up with for the show is sort of what's going on in our business right now. So this is something that you wanted to talk about, and I think that this is very important to not only your business, but for all of our business here at Boston Connect Real Estate, and that is professional photography. So we're calling the show Picture Perfect Listings. Why professional photography? And I added marketing to this too.
Yeah.
So why professional photography and marketing matter. And can you give a little insight of why you wanted to talk about this and how this relates to your business right now?
Well, I think it's really important, especially when we are looking at MLS listings every day. And sometimes when we're all in the office, we'll come across a listing that has pictures that it's clear that the agent took them, or maybe the seller.
Yeah.
And they're not showing the house in the best light. We've had discussions where agents have put offers in on homes, and once they saw them in person, they were floored at how much better they looked in person than they did online. It should be the opposite. And even though it's Valentine's Day and we probably could talk about love and romance and all that, it kind of goes hand in hand, because you've heard me say on this very popular radio show that
like, where are you going with
it's
this?
almost like a little bit like online dating.
Yes, it is.
You want to put your best foot forward, your best face forward. You want to get as many eyes on it. You want to show it in the best light possible.
Yeah. I think it's important to say that, most buyers, they start their journey online. And we talk about the importance of curb appeal, and that's being in person. And we talked about for a long time of, when you pull up to an open house or a showing, what's the first impression right there. But also, I'm going to backtrack on that a little bit, because most likely that client and that agent has already seen that listing online. So that's the first impression, I think.
Something drew them to drive by.
Exactly. Or to set up a showing, or to go to the
exactly
open house.
what we want to do.
Exactly.
Right?
So I think that the buyer's journey actually starts online. So whether it's getting MLS emails directly, so that's multiple listing services. We've talked about that before. And that's something that you can get directly from an agent. So if you have a buyer's agent and you've, either signed a contract or you have a relationship with that agent, and you're receiving these listings through your email, it's getting you're getting the information directly from us and other agents in the industry, where we're just putting that information. That's where all that information goes to those third-party sites. I won't name those. I'll go to our website. So, the majority of all brokerages have their own website. You go to bostonconnect.com, and you can find not just our listings, but you can find the listings that are, down the street from you, that might be with, Jack Conway, or they might be with Keller Williams, or anything like that. We're all working together here. We're not working against each other. So if you go to a website, like bostonconnect.com, you can find other listings. And then social media, of course. I see the memes, I see the parodies of, this is what we have to do. But yeah, sometimes that is what we have to do.
Right.
You got to do your best. You're hired to sell someone's home, and you got to do your best in order to do it. But like I said, I think that the buyer's journey begins on MLS, and that's your first impression. So good morning. Somebody's watching. Hi. I'm waving. Hi, everybody, if you're watching us. We are live on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, so be sure to follow Boston Connect Real Estate. Again, you can go to bostonconnect.com. Sharon Costa McNamara, of course. But yeah, we're waving. Hi.
So I think you're right. We make it look easy because we can get pictures. We'll get into that after, but we can get professional pictures done fairly quickly. But there's a lot that goes on beforehand.
Yeah.
So for instance, I had listing photos done yesterday. My client and I have been talking for a couple of weeks, trading pictures. I was originally scheduled to go down on Tuesday to help her with just some some like decorating.
Staging.
Yeah, not even, I wouldn't even say staging because no furniture, but I like to say I zhuzhed it up. We zhuzhed it up a little bit.
Well, staging is you don't necessarily have to move a furniture. You can move a picture frame and there you go. It's staged.
Yeah. But there's a lot that goes into it beforehand. And then you have I will start off by saying what I told him yesterday. I'm going to give my professional photographer a little shout out today. Rich Ryan's awesome. He is accommodating. He's professional. He's awesome. He gives into my lunaticness when I need to move things, and he's just as bad, to be honest. We want to do it right the first time.
Yeah.
And again, he's the same with, we're all in it together.
I actually just met him for the first time, and you and other agents in our office have talked about him for years, and have been using him for years, but this is the first time that I had met him, which, again, if you follow us on social media or if you follow the Grady team here at Boston Connect Real Estate, Tracy Grady joins me a lot here on the show. He did a professional video for them. They have a new construction development in Carver on Ohana Way. So if you're interested in new construction in Carver, that's Ohana Way, and you can reach out to the Grady team. Their contact information is on our website as well. But it was fun. Tracy had asked me for my help, and it was like, I was like the cue card girl, and I'm like showing her direction, and he's like, this is great. We love this. It's like our little team here. But yeah, he was great, and he had very kind things to say about you as well.
Yeah, he's awesome. So the most important thing, I think, as a listing agent is to be able to, he has a website. Well, let's step back a bit.
Yeah.
There is really no reason for a listing agent to not use professional photography unless you choose not to. It's not in the scheme of marketing. It's affordable, in my opinion. It makes you look better. It makes the home look better. It shows better. It can go through all of your marketing pieces. You can use it for years to come. I still use listing photos that I had taken years ago. So I think it's important. But then on top of it, he has a website. You can go on. You can schedule on the calendar. You don't have to call him or text him. You can go on and schedule it. You know exactly what you're picking, a la carte items. You know what you're doing. You can schedule it a couple of weeks in advance. You'll have your pictures done. You can take your time with marketing. There's really no reason not to do it.
And somehow I'm on all your emails with him too, so I get the
You're my
notifications.
person. But also we see it.
Yeah.
You can see on MLS I'm probably going to mess this up, but the photos need to be formatted to a certain size.
Yeah.
So we can tell immediately when things are taken with your iPhone because it doesn't fill up the space.
Doesn't fill up the space.
And
that drives Sharon up the wall.
It drives us all up the wall.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There was something I was going to say about that. What was I going to say? Continue talking because I lost my train of thought.
So it is, again, we'll go back to that online dating. We want to show, and of course we don't want to be dishonest. We don't want to, I don't really love using Photoshop, but sometimes it's appropriate. Maybe take a little something out. Maybe there's
cords hanging and
we want to show it in the best light. But I'm not one to. I don't even love the AI stuff. I think just show the house.
Well, you have to be careful about it. And Sharon brought this up in a class recently. I'm not sure if you were there or not, but a lot of photographers or even agents put in, a fire going in the fireplace. Well, you have to make sure that fireplace works because now you're marketing that the fireplace works, even though it's AI and it's not really there. You have to make sure that works because that's what you're marketing.
Right. I meant to mention that yesterday to Rich and I forgot all about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I did birch logs because they have a cute white brick fireplace. Cute. So normally he would light the fire in the fireplace.
Light the fire in the fireplace. I remembered my train of thought. So I do a lot of the marketing here at Boston Connect Real Estate. And one of my rules is, when promoting your listings, any of your listings, I prefer to use professional photography photos to keep the aesthetic of the company the same across the board. So it's not that we're favoring one listing over another. It's just we're keeping the same look of our brand. And our brand is professional photos. And that's something that we pride ourselves on. you said the affordability is there, and the agent typically takes care of that
Right,
cost.
right. But more importantly, it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. You and I have talked about this, whether it's a $200,000 listing or a $900,000 listing. My clients are getting the same professional photos.
Yeah.
I typically always do drone photos. I would prefer to do drone video. Now, another side to that is yesterday we were in Sandwich and Rich went to pull the drone out and he's like, uh-oh, are we near a military base? I'm like, oh my gosh, we just had this conversation. So he was in a restricted fly zone.
Oh,
so he
couldn't
could
do-
only do roof photos, but he still did aerial drone photos of the house,
Yeah.
which is always better than, in my opinion, it looks nicer because you get a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
But not only was it the base, but it was also some other sort of restriction from like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So there are times that it can't be done.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it doesn't matter to me. I want my marketing to be the same with every single listing.
Before we dive in even further, a couple of talking points that I want to touch upon is buyers decide within seconds whether to click on a listing. Photos are the digital curb appeal. We just said
100%.
that. We have a little question for you guys. So would you click on your own listing photos if your house was on the market, or if your house is on the market, would you click on your own listing photos?
My measure is really if I send them some sneak peek pictures and they're like, oh my God, it looks so good.
It's like your sneak peek wedding photos.
My client that we had the photos done yesterday, originally we met a few years ago when she was selling her house and she was like, oh my God, I don't even want to move anymore.
It's like picture perfect, literally.
Yep.
I love this next one. In today's market, attention is currency. And you recently had somebody ask you questions about, how many clicks have I gotten, how many, and that was something that was very important to them.
Yeah.
How did you approach that conversation with them about their
as far
online
as
presence?
Online, getting the data or why it was,
Why it was important to them.
Well, it's funny. My friend Ellen Kelleher, who listed her home years ago
Ellen.
now, she was obsessed with her home being a hot home. She wanted that. Are we going to be a hot home? I mean, we do. It's like the likes and the clicks and the Instagram follows and all that. We want that within. That's kind of what we're driving towards, is to get that immediate, like you said, once you hit live on a listing, those phone calls come, you've nailed it.
Yeah.
When the photos, when the calls don't come, you're like, oh crap. But honestly, we want that excitement. We want to build the excitement. We want to get them to come. The whole point is to get as many eyes as we can on that listing.
Yeah. Next one before we move on is the emotional reaction happens before buyers read a single word of the description.
Couldn't agree more.
There are some listing agents. Sharon is a fantastic descriptor.
Mm-hmm.
She makes, she comes up with these great descriptions. A lot of you do come up with great descriptions.
Do you remember I used to do it in my descriptive voice?
Yeah.
Welcome to 19 Matakeesit Street.
Yeah. But, and it's true, you have to see the photo first before you read the description. So if you don't like the photo, you're probably not reading the description.
I love all my it is truly my favorite part. And I'll go back to giving Rich a shout out because time-wise, there's no excuse. Yesterday, we were in Sandwich at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's an hour away. He shot. I don't even know what time he got home. The photos, this is not normal. He broke a record yesterday. I think the photos were in my email at 3:30 yesterday.
Listen, I got the emails too. I was surprised.
The video's coming today, but like he nailed it. So so now I can start marketing this weekend, doing all my things. We're going on live next week, but the time is there. We have the time. Nobody wants to rush, and you want to do it right the first time. You've got one shot to do a first impression.
Exactly. And which brings us to the next part. So first impressions equal everything. So we're talking about buyers scrolling. So it's like, what's it called? The doom scrolling?
Doomsday.
No,
doom scrolling. Yeah.
Doomsday. Doom scrolling, where you're just like, you're scrolling. If you can see me on YouTube or anything right now, I'm scrolling. This is me scrolling on my phone. You're just sort of doom scrolling and looking at different listings and what's gonna catch that doom scroller to click. So we'll talk a little bit about I would say what doesn't get them to click are dark, blurry, or poorly framed photos. They create doubt.
Yeah.
Is what my little thing says.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so sad to me, especially when Sue Bollinger was the one who said the pictures were terrible. Once she went to the house was so much cuter in person and so much nicer in person. And that agent didn't evoke that with their pictures.
Yeah.
You just, you got to do better.
Bright, balanced, and thoughtfully composed images communicate care and value. Staging is very important when it comes to professional photography.
Less is more.
Less is more.
And when someone, if your agent comes in and switches furniture or changes things or takes away things like, your magnets on the refrigerator, it's not personal. It's just we want to have the buyer be able to look at things and imagine and not have to sort through things.
We're selling hardwood floors the beautiful hardwood floors that you have. We're not selling the rug that you put down on top of it, the area rug. We're selling the windows that are attached to your home. We're not selling the shades that you keep down.
For instance, yesterday in Sandwich, we ended up there. I know they have light blocking. The blackout curtains because they want some privacy. That's where they watch TV. But to me, I had, some light gauzy curtains. We pulled those down, put the white ones up. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Did you put the other ones back?
No, she said they can't live. They have to keep the house as it is for the next week.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, did you put their curtains back up?
No, we kept the white ones up.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought they watched TV in that room.
They do, but they'll have to
now they'll just have to
figure
deal
it out
with
for a week. Yeah.
Professional photographers understand natural light timing, how to highlight a space and flow, and correct camera height and perspective.
And the thing is, everybody has different tastes.
Yes.
You and I sometimes can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
You'll say, "Oh, I like this one better." I'm like, "Oh, I like this one better," and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
As long as the pictures make the house look great.
Yeah.
Online.
Absolutely. There's some times where, one of my agents, one of the agents here at Boston Connect Real Estate, they'll choose one photo as their main photo, in MLS, and I'll say, oh, I kind of like this angle better, and I'll mix it up for the office. So, again, everyone has different tastes, but here's the thing. We're all trying to sell the house. So let's get it sold. You touched upon this briefly. So cell phone photos versus professional HDR imaging. We can tell.
Yeah.
We can tell.
And let's go back because there is a good point here. I've been doing real estate for 8 years.
Did you?
I haven't.
Well, I've been here for 10. Have you been here for 10?
I don't think so.
Did you come in after me?
2018.
Yeah.
So there are agents who are much more seasoned than I. And I'm not finger pointing because there was a time when it was a newspaper listing.
Yes.
Or, you could only see it through MLS and nobody was online. But we are in the year 2026.
The digital age.
The digital age where everything is online and those pictures matter.
I just started singing that song. It's like, digital, get down. Was that Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? I can't remember.
Well, I don't know. But honestly, I came in here this morning singing on the radio.
Yeah. Whoa. But every time I hear that other song you used to sing, it's my house and I live here. I think of you every single time it plays. But okay, so how wide angle lenses should enhance space, not distort it. Again, we can notice, going back to the cell phone. So even if you have the latest of the greatest, we know, it doesn't fit the square. It doesn't, it doesn't translate the way that you think it does. So it's definitely, you can tell.
And I will make one. I did have a client. It's the only time I ever did it. that was relocating. We needed to get their adorable townhouse on the market. And he was like, just take pictures with your phone. I think he took pictures first. And I said, oh no, we can't use those.
Oh, no.
But it was so hard for me. You can't even get the angles with your phone. So it was so hard for me to even get them. We got some decent ones. And to be honest, that cute little townhouse, nothing ever went up in there. So it was probably sold. We could have probably sold it with no pictures, to be honest with you. But it was the only time, and it was because it was seller directed. Like, we just need to get this on the market. We need to sell it, make it happen.
We talked about this a couple times recently, just because we've been talking about selling your home in the wintertime. And, yeah, I mean, if you put your house on the market now, you're probably not going to be showcasing your pool or your gardens in the backyard or anything like that. So we do see some listings that, you know, have all the snow pictures, and then all of a sudden, oh, here's a nice spring sunny day. You can tell that it's not a professional photo. I think that that's okay.
Oh, 100% appropriate.
Yeah. I think that that's okay. And even if you don't put them online, you can say like, oh, we have, you know, personal photos of the, you know, exterior to sort of highlight the cabana.
I snuck a pool picture on my Cherry Street listing because they had a nice picture from the backyard. I did think it was important to see that. Another thing that I just thought of, the sandwich home is near Snake Pond. And so I thought, oh, it's going to look so great. We'll be able to do a drone video. Rich said yesterday, what we should have done is we had some challenges with the snow and the storm and all that. But think of, it would have looked much nicer with just like a fresh blanket of snow. Would have been nice too.
Yeah.
But
Now it's all disturbed.
yeah, but it's okay.
That's all right. I'm just thinking of my backyard. There's so much wildlife back there, a lot of deer. So you could just see all these little, when we got all the snow, it was just nice and beautiful and smooth. You can see a little hill that I have in the backyard, and then all of a sudden here comes all the little deer tracks.
They're so cute.
Yeah, and I have bunnies.
I know, we have bunnies too, and Honey is going bananas over them.
Yeah, I
Like,
think one of
she's
them
going
goes to
crazy.
the window, and I think Zoe hangs out with it because Ethan, every time it snows, Ethan can see little footprints to the window, and I think she has a friend.
Oh, that's so cute. Because Honey, I'm not sure what Honey wants to do, but she is like, she goes from one window to the next window.
Oh, yeah.
Brian did he calls them her trails in the front with the snowblower, so she can like walk around, and they must go up there to eat the grass.
Yeah.
And she is like it's insane.
Going crazy.
Yeah, she goes crazy.
Oh my gosh, so cute. But don't let her get them.
No.
Yeah. Okay. More with, the psychology of perception. Brighter homes feel larger and more welcoming. The importance of decluttering and staging before photography. Touch upon that a little bit. I know you do that for your clients as well.
Yep. Give them like a little timeline. We talk about it. We text about it. Just kind of, it doesn't matter if everything's shoved. For instance, yesterday, a lot of stuff was shoved in the closet. We took the pictures. We took it back out because, of course, they have to live in the house for, a week or so before we do an open house. But, the importance of, yes, decluttering, any personal things. I always say I don't really like to see personal pictures, although sometimes it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Just a couple on the wall maybe is fine. But, make sure you don't even really have to make sure that things are squeaky clean because you can't see that. You can cover things with shower curtains and things like that, but just make sure everything is kind of decluttered. The front of your house looks good.
I'm just saying, one time I opened a shower curtain, there was a cat in a cage.
Oh, jeez.
I was surprised and just kind of looked at me like, what are you doing? What are you doing here? This is my house. This is my house. So yeah, the cat was singing that to me. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely hide some things. But when it comes to personal property and valuables, definitely lock those up or take them with you. So
don't take pictures of the valuables.
Yeah, don't take pictures of the yeah, and that's a great point because a lot of people have their jewelry on display or they have their medicine on the counter, so they remember to take it every day. And when you're doing doing your professional photos, we're not going to take a picture of that. Like, hide that, take that. Your agent will probably ask, hi, like if they're there, hi, any chance you can move this, or, you know, hide it a little bit for the photos, and definitely for your showings and your open house. So I don't remember if it was you or somebody else had said that they tell their clients to do a little tote and take them with it. Take the tote with them when they leave for their showings and their open houses. So nice watches, like things like that, like things that you
that
just
are
don't
important.
want laying around.
That's right. That's right. So more clicks on social media equals more showings.
Yeah,
100%. Just like we said, the algorithm of those other third-party websites is the more clicks that you get. So if it's a hot home, guess what? Anyone that is registered to all of those sites are going to get an email. New listing in Pembroke, new listing in Sandwich. So it's a combination of a bunch of different things, but again, more eyes on the property. That's what our goal is to get as many eyes. I say all the time, there's a butt for every seat.
Yes.
We need to find the butt.
There's a butt for every seat. We're looking for that butt. This next section is the financial impact, why it directly affects the bottom line. So again, more clicks equals more showings equals more competition. More competition equals stronger offers. Competition, I think, more for buyers.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Not for sellers.
Sure. And especially, excuse me, think about it. If the professional pictures is what drew people in to either, I'll go back to 23 Sunset, the most adorable little ranch. Vernon Street in Bridgewater was also one of my favorites. Just the cutest. They photographed so well.
Yeah.
The sellers had such great design. Like the inside just looked adorable. So 23 Sunset, we had like 12 private showings. We had 27 people through the open house. When buyers see that, if they love it, they're like, oh, we got to go in.
Yeah.
Put our best foot forward. If we love this house, we didn't get 15 offers. We got 4 offers, but they were 4 great offers.
Yeah.
So, part of this whole idea is to get more clicks, more showings, more competition.
More exposure.
More exposure.
You just want the more exposure. Also, if professional photos can reduce days on market, increase perceived value, and attract out-of-town buyers. I remember going to one of Tracy Grady and Jim Grady, so the Grady team's open houses one time. I believe it was in Hanover, and there was an agent there, and she was doing a video, for an out-of-town buyer. They lived in another state. They wanted to move back to Hanover. I think they ended up putting in an offer, but at the same time, they might have gotten another offer too, and they ended up going with the other one, just because that client had seen the house themselves, because that's a risk too. But of course, the agent can preview that property for you, if you're out of state or out of town. But I remember that happening when I went to her open house. Listings with professional photos often generate higher engagement in MLS, better social media traction, increased open house traffic, and time on market impacts negotiation power as well. So,
I like this talking point. Professional photography is not an expense, it's an investment.
Oh, I love that. Where'd you find that? Did I skip it?
Yeah, probably page 3.
Let's talk about the cost of photography versus potential price reductions.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so we're talking about the bottom line here.
Pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on the dollar. So cost of photography is generally taken care of by the listing agent. It's part of their marketing expenses.
Now, listen, there's also the risk that we're in a funky market right now. It's starting to pick up, but longer days on market, taking a little bit more. It's not selling at the first open house anymore. Most listings. So is there the risk that the listing agent is going to pay for the marketing and maybe things happen? I haven't had that happen, but it's definitely something that you're cognizant of. And is it worth it in the end, to have it be part of your marketing? It's the cost of doing business.
Yeah. Well, that's a great point. Is there is a cost of doing business as an agent here in this industry, and it's not just signing the listing agreement and trying to get it sold. It's the agent is also paying for that photography, paying for all these things up front with the greatest intention to sell your home. If for some reason that home doesn't get sold, 9 times out of 10, they're not recouping their money that they've spent on that listing. So just be aware of that too, is there is an investment. It's not just a contract that you have with your agent. They're putting forth a financial investment in your property as well, and trying to get it sold.
Right on.
We're just staring at each other.
I could stare at you all day
thank
on
you.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, what professionals actually do. So behind the scenes of great listing photos. So there are some professional photographers that bring in professional lighting equipment, bracketing exposures for balanced interior and exterior views. There are some photographers that edit photos for color accuracy, sky replacement, window clarity. I would say window clarity should I'm iffy on that, because if the seal is broken and you can't see through that window, you shouldn't be doing
covering
anything.
it up.
You shouldn't be covering
There is
that
a
up.
fine line between showing it in the best light and not trying to cover things that may not be perfect.
Yeah. You talked about drone photography. So that's for, having that bird's eye view of that property. So I think it's really important when you have a lot of land, you have a great lot that you want to showcase.
Rich just did exterior photos a couple of months ago on a listing that will be coming soon in Dedham. And we knew that the drone photography would be awesome. And there's you can see Boston. You can see it is awesome. So sometimes it's not just about the land, and it's about what's around. And it's actually a really cool.
Yeah. Well, one of my talking points is neighborhood perspective. So it's that curb appeal, but maybe it's the sky appeal. We'll call it the sky appeal. But we have a caller.
Yes, we have a caller. It's Dee in Plymouth.
Hi, Dee in Plymouth. How are you?
Hi, ladies. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Are you going to eat lots of chocolate today?
I don't know. I have to go buy the chocolate to eat. So I've been listening in this morning, as I usually do. And I've sold 2 houses so far in my life. Well, 3 if you count my mother's in Dorchester. Actually, I didn't sell that one. Somebody else had to sell it, but I was very involved in the whole process. But so anyway, the 2 that I owned that got sold, they were different experiences. One, I would say, was a much better agent than the other. And I would say circumstances played a role in the first one. Because the house went on the market and then 9/11 happened the next day. So that was a very different experience. And we were building a home, and we had already committed to building that home down here in Plymouth. So it was a very different experience.
Dee, can I ask you, did your agent use professional pictures? I'm stuttering today.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. And she's not in business anymore.
Do you think it would have helped?
I think it definitely would have helped.
Yeah.
They just didn't look all that great. As far as curb appeal goes, we had a dumpster in the driveway. And I said to her, do you think we should wait to do all of this until we're done with the dumpster? Oh, no, that won't matter. People will understand that you're cleaning out your house. I didn't want to have the dumpster in the picture, and I didn't want to start open houses until we were done cleaning out the house.
Yeah.
However, that wasn't her opinion.
So, Dee, I had a listing in Bridgewater where they had a dumpster. They were in the midst of cleaning, and that's a very appropriate time for the photographer to Photoshop the dumpster out. Because it's not going to be there. Once the open house happened, like that's a perfect example of that's where Photoshop would be completely appropriate because you don't want to see it. It's there.
Yeah.
It's an obstacle, but you don't want to see it. And you know that they're coming to pick up that dumpster by the time the open house happens.
And it's also interesting that the agent sort of had the final word. You know, I hear, and I'm sure, Kristen, you can attest to this, that we like to give our clients the final word. It's their show. They've hired us to do a job. We can give our professional opinion, but at the end of the day, if they're not comfortable having a dumpster in their driveway, then we wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no, she was definitely in charge. She made that clear.
Yeah. Interesting.
And I didn't like that at all. The second time around, when I was going through a divorce and we had to sell the house in Plymouth, that agent who has passed away since, you guys might know him, Ray Vernon with Success Realty.
Yeah.
He was awesome. And he took professional pictures. He helped me with staging and cleaning out, and it took a little bit to sell, but it sold. Not for quite what I wanted it to sell, but it sold. It did not go into foreclosure, which it was very close to going into foreclosure. So, you know, all is well that ends well, but I would say that the agent definitely makes a difference. Their approach definitely makes a difference. How they stage, the pictures they take, and what they advise you to do, and, you know, their attitude definitely makes a difference. But I think pictures are key.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's all I wanted to say.
Oh, well, thanks for calling in, Dee.
Of course.
Yes.
I love you guys.
Oh, we know. We love you too, Dee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a happy Valentine's Day.
Enjoy the rest of your day,
Happy
Dee.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Have lots of chocolate.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Have a good day, Dee.
Bye.
Yeah, that was Dee. She's from Plymouth. She's one of our #1 listeners. She calls in every so often. We love that. She is adorable. I came home to chocolate chip cookies last night.
Oh,
Ethan had baked me chocolate chip cookies.
that's so
Speaking
sweet.
of chocolate, and he got me a dozen roses.
Oh.
We'll see what today brings.
Keep bragging.
Keep bragging.
Okay, back to professional photography.
Yeah.
And on Valentine's Day. I just saw the other thing too is professional photography is the photographs, drone video, drone photography, and floor plans.
Yes.
And I noticed yesterday there's the new floor plans. There's like some color to it. It looks nice.
Oh,
Did you see
I haven't
them?
seen
Yeah,
them.
we'll have to look at them after.
Okay.
They look nice. So that's another. It's, you know, the photographer will go through. Part of our little rigmarole is I open up all the closet doors so he can kind of come through. He scans it and puts it up, and people can get, again, a bird's eye view. I mean, not a bird's eye view. True view.
True eye view.
I feel like my brain's not working today.
You were so good in the beginning.
And look, my coffee's gone.
Your coffee is gone. You might need a second cup. My mom says that she loves your sweater, by the way. She's watching us.
All right. You know where this is from?
Where?
Walmart.
Oh, it is?
A
Oh,
couple
cute.
of years ago.
Yeah, cute. Very cute.
Thank you.
Oh, and shout out to Liz. So my mom, Liz, she's one of our #1 listeners as well. She had a hip replacement this week.
And didn't she just have a birthday?
Yesterday was her birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
happy birthday, Liz.
Yeah, so yesterday was her birthday. So happy birthday, Mom. And she's recovering pretty well from her hip replacement.
Good.
So
That's excellent.
every day she's getting better. So shout out to Liz.
With her
Hey.
new hip.
With her new hip. Oh, God. That's funny. Okay, so back to professional photography. So
We love this too.
yeah, we have it. What?
Understanding storytelling through photography, not just taking pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, we are. We're telling a story. Sharon
Yes,
would
we
love
are.
that.
Yeah.
She's all about that.
What page are you on? I don't know where we
We just
are
finished
anymore.
with behind what professionals actually do.
Oh, yeah.
Every week, Melissa does a great job of giving us our agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And, we get here.
Usually we don't go through it.
I did this time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna admit something.
Did you have any notes?
Every time I do the radio show, I review the agenda beforehand, and then I talk to myself the whole drive here. Like we're talking
Like you're
on the
prepping
radio.
yourself. Like you didn't
I
used
do.
to do the show with me like every Tuesday night.
I know, but I'm saying I just kind of talk. People probably think and now I just think they think I'm talking on the phone.
I have given up while driving. Well, shouldn't say that. I'm fully committed to driving when I'm driving. However, I
Driving
dance.
when you're driving?
I mean, yeah, driving. Yeah, I'm committed to the driving, the act of driving while I'm driving.
Oh.
Not, trying not to be distracted, but I
Oh,
do
I get it.
dance. Now in my old age, I dance, and I don't care. I don't care if anybody sees me.
If someone sees you dancing, it makes them happy.
Yeah, I don't care. People drive by me and they're picking their nose. I think it's fine if I'm dancing.
Oh, the kids we just recently were in the car. I think it was Owen and I, and there was a woman who I literally was like wanted to roll down the window and say, "What are you listening to?" She was having the best time.
Oh gosh.
Dancing
Yeah.
in her car.
I don't even care. I'm never gonna see those people again. Although I usually see the same people driving back and forth to work every day. So whatever. I hope
I
it
hear
brightens
you
their
loud
day.
and clear on having fun in the car driving, but obviously eyes on the road. But
Yes.
when
10
I'm
and 2.
driving, I got my tunes on. I'm singing, I'm dancing a little, and yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's my time to shine. It's my time to unwind. It only takes me 8 minutes to get to and from work. So, I'm in the office talking with people all day. I go home. I talk to Ethan all night. That 8 minutes, I'm jamming. I'm dancing. I'm having a good time. And I don't care if anybody sees me. I don't care.
One
It's
of
like
my
nobody's watching.
Yes.
One of my favorite, I brought the buyer to a cute townhouse. I think it was in Norton. And I'll have to tag her in this. Bobby Files, she's been doing real estate forever. She's having a tough time right now. She's having some health issues, but she's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And she pulled up. We came for either the showing or the final walkthrough, and she came bombing around the corner in her car. And at the top, it was blasting. Was that from Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh
the
yeah.
theme.
When I think of that and I think of her, I'm like, it was so appropriate. She is so much fun. It was a home inspection. Her and I
Oh,
sat
my
on the
gosh.
couch and we laughed. She's awesome. But that sums up her personality.
That
Perfect.
I love
Like,
that. I'm gonna have to try that.
yeah.
I'm gonna go. That's how I'm gonna go
Wah,
home
wah.
today. Yeah.
You know the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was so much fun.
That is so funny. I love that. Okay. Yeah. So back to. Here we
Yep.
go.
There you go.
Oh my God. You can see her bombing around the corner.
So fun.
What kind of car does she drive?
Oh, I can't remember now. I can't remember.
But she had her windows
Yeah.
down. That's
Yeah,
for
she's
sure.
like whipping around in like a Camaro SS or something. And
She is
screeching to
so
a halt.
fun. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
awesome. And I
you'll-
hope she's feeling better.
You'll have
She's
to reach out to her and tell her that we were
Yeah.
talking about
Yep.
her. Yeah, we love this. Okay, so real stories from the field before and after transformation. So a home that sat stagnant with amateur photos, something that we can talk about. That happens. I mean,
Oh, for sure.
we said, the photos are the first impression. So
And here's the thing. When I'm on the opposite side, when I'm on the buy side, I will always say it is always, you have to go look at the house because it could be that they're just not the best pictures.
yeah,
Is it going to stigmatize the property? Probably not. People are still going to go look at it. But again,
yeah,
maybe a couple of people will, like we said, not swipe or,
Yeah,
scroll
yeah.
past it. So that's important to note.
Anything else? I mean, we have 3 more pages and we don't have the time, and we have a couple open houses I want to
Let's
promote.
talk about seller
Um,
objections.
Yeah, seller objections. What are some
Can't we
things that
just
you hear?
use a phone?
No. My cousin has a nice camera. That's great for your cousin.
I know that we had an agent in this office who used professional photos. Her seller wanted to use their own photographer. She said, okay, that's fine. The photographer came in and it was double the price and the pictures were not great.
Yeah.
So that's another.
It's an added expense. Absolutely it is. The house will sell anyways. Will it? Some of the responses that this gave us. So you are competing with every other listing online. Photography perfects your pricing power. Skipping photography often leads to price reductions. Buyers equate presentation with condition. I think that's great.
Yeah.
This is about maximizing your net proceeds. So any other final thoughts before I talk about some open houses, and I want to give you some time to give your contact information out
No,
as well.
I think that's it. In a nutshell, professional photography matters.
Yes, it
Is
does.
is it going to be the make or break as to whether your house sells? Probably not. But, again, it's your biggest investment. Why not show it in the best light with, professional photography, floor plans, drone video, whatever the case may be, so that those pictures can equate to professional marketing and, it all kind of goes hand in hand.
Speaking of professional photography and marketing, if you follow us on social media, Boston Connect Real Estate, you'll notice that we have quite a few new listings this week.
We sure do.
We sure do. So 7 Spring Street in Pembroke, that is listed with Ginny Wandell. It is on the market for $715. That has an in-law and a pool. So she is doing an open house there today. Today's Saturday, February 14th from 11 to 1. Again, that is 7 Spring Street in Pembroke on the market for $715. If you're looking for a classic Cape with an in-law apartment, that is for you. We have a new listing here, 3 Red Pony Path in Marshfield. That is offered at $699.
That is adorable too.
That is a condo listed by
plus?
Yes, 55 plus condo. Again, 3 Red Pony Path in Marshfield, offered at $699. Hold on one second. I have to get up the open house. Please hold. That is, I believe it's tomorrow. Hold on. And that is listed by Kim Rusco. She's an agent here at Boston Connect Real Estate. Yes, tomorrow, February 15th from 11 to 12:30. Another new listing is 31 Atlanta Street in Brockton. That is listed by Sam Horton. It is on the market for $469. He is going to be there today from 1:30 to 3 and tomorrow from 11 to 1. And of course, we always have Cochise Estates in West Bridgewater.
But you can come by tomorrow and come see me.
Yes, you can see Mary today or Kristen tomorrow. That is, again, Cochise Estates in West Bridgewater from 10 to 2 every Saturday and Sunday.
And I have 170 Pleasant Street in Whitman is on the market. And coming soon, next week, Sandwich.
Yes.
Right near Snake Pond.
Mary also is doing open houses this weekend at 848 Plain Street, Unit 23 in Marshfield. She will be there today from 10:30 to 12 and tomorrow from 11:30 to 1. Kristen, how can our listeners get in touch with you?
They can call me at 617-448-4896. Again, 617-448-4896. You can reach out to bostonconnect.com. You can find me on Facebook. You can. I also wanted to say, if you want to talk about professional photos or you're thinking about getting your house on the market, you can feel free to reach out and we can talk about that.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. Thank you so much, Tim. You're the best. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy
Bye.
Valentine's.
Beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood.